Welcome back to another episode of the Girls Cafe, where we create a caring atmosphere for emotions. This is a space for real conversations about resilience, growth, and most importantly, empowerment. Today's episode is close to my heart because I'm joined by someone very special, my daughter. This conversation isn't just about parenting, it's about listening, it's about understanding what our teens are really carrying in today's world. We're diving into something heavy but necessary, the real fears teens face, especially when it comes to stories of missing teenagers, safety, and growing up in a world that can feel uncertain. As a parent, I realized how important it is to create a safe space, not just for conversations, but for truth. And today, you'll hear that truth directly from my daughter's perspective. So, whether you're a parent, a guardian, or just someone who cares about the next generation, I invite you to lean in because sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is simply listen. So, hi, Shyla.
Hi, Mommy.
Say hi to everybody. So, let's talk about what fear feels like for you. Can you tell me what are some of the things that scare you the most when it comes to being a teen in today's world?
Okay, so I think the thing that scares me the most about being a teen in today's world is like going out, like, because anything can happen when you go out. You can either have fun, or you can have the worst time of your life. And a lot of things now, many people are dying. So that's what I'm scared of like going out and trying to have fun and end up losing my life.
Have you ever felt unsafe walking home or just being out in public? What runs through your mind?
Um, Whenever I'm out in public or walking anywhere, I'm always aware of my surroundings. Like I'm always looking around, making sure everything is like basically running smoothly. But yeah, I'm always just aware. So I don't really be scared. I just be aware.
I'm teaching you well then, being aware of your surroundings. So, do your friends ever talk about the fear of being taken or going missing?
um, no, none of my friends really talk about that, but I know a lot of my friends also have the same fear as me, which is dying. So they're also aware, like, of their surroundings and things that they do. Okay, so like for an example, recently, I was with one of my friends and we were hanging out or whatever, and then she randomly asked me like if I was afraid of dying, and that's also my biggest fear. So like we ended up really going deep into that topic because she also has that fear.
I mean, I think it's typical for anybody to have that fear. I can remember being younger and having that same fear of, I don't want to die. I don't think anybody really wants to die.
I mean,
So,
yeah, true, but like I don't know, I feel like it's different for me. Like I feel different than how others feel. Well, at that moment, I felt like me and my friend felt the same, like, because nobody, like, whenever I ask, "Oh, what's your biggest fear?" Nobody really says that. So, like, for her to say that, it was like, "Oh,
do you think that it's a bigger fear now because of how often you hear about it, like maybe on TikTok or social media of younger people passing away?
I think more people have that fear now because of that, but for me, I've always had that fear.
Okay.
Like, ever since I learned what death was, I've always had that.
So what part of it bothers you the most?
Like,
Is it the way people pass away or it's just the fact that you won't be here?
I think that's what it is because everybody dies in a different way. So like it could be a small cause or a big cause. So I don't think that really affects me. I think it's just more of like what's gonna happen after, how are people gonna move like without me here, like I just feel like I'm gonna end up turning to a nobody. And I don't wanna
You'll never be a
I'm
nobody.
gonna start crying.
You won't be a nobody, babe. So there's the impact of real life events. Are there any stories of missing teens or deaths that have stuck with you?
Um, yes, like the most recent case of Naziah Harris. Like, I don't know. Honestly, I think about that often because, like, how could somebody do that to somebody? Like, and especially if that's family, that was your family. And it was a child. Like, she just turned to a teenager. Like, that really, like, I don't know how to explain it, but.
And I think that's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to do this video with you, because it's also the other recent case, the
Mhm.
Kimani, the teen in Ohio. I
Mhm.
think that one is the one that bothered me, that made me want to come home and just really have those conversations with you and your sister about what's going on in the world. And sad because, again, like you said, it's people that's close to them, a relative or people that's actually been around them, um, doing this to teenagers. I want you guys to always feel comfortable to speak up when something's going on. Y'all know that y'all have someone that's going to listen. If it's not me, your grandmother or your uncles or, your auntie, make sure that you are vocal about it and telling people what's going on with you guys. Got that?
Yes.
How does those stories make you feel? Like when you see them online or when you hear about them?
Um, it makes me feel sad. Like, makes me feel sad for like the whole for everybody, honestly, but really for the victim. Like, I just like I feel hurt for them.
Do you think us as adults understand how much these stories or situations weigh on you guys?
Um, I mean, some adults may understand, but some adults may not understand.
What part of it do you think we won't understand?
So I think some adults wouldn't understand the way that we process it. I feel like we process it differently than adults because we are closer, like because are teens and adults are obviously adults. So there are obviously different mindsets between an adult and a teen.
I mean, we used to be teens before too.
I mean, yeah, but y'all time is different than our time now. Like
I
a lot
agree.
of things have gotten worse. Some things may have gotten better. I'm not 100% sure, but a lot of things have gotten worse than when y'all were teens. Yeah.
And you know what? And I agree with that. I just recently had that conversation not too long ago. The fact that everything is so in y'all hands right now on a cell phone, a device, y'all get it in real time versus the era that we grew up in when we needed to find out information. We literally had to wait for the news to come on TV to see stuff, where now y'all find out moments after it has happened. So I can see why processing can be a lot different from how we had to process things as well. So let's talk about social media safety and awareness. How do you feel about social media and the way it shares these stories?
I think people always put their opinion on certain stuff. Like sometimes it makes the story more negative than what it really is. I mean, yes, makes it even more negative than like it already is.
Like, do you think it makes you more aware or do it make you more anxious?
I think it makes me personally, I think it makes me more aware of people sharing their opinions because like you get to hear like different like
Views?
different point of views from different people, whether they're negative or positive. Like it makes you see um the situation in different eyes.
Do you sometimes feel though when people are reporting this stuff out, is it a lot of the times they just trying to be the first to give the news? Like sometimes the information can be incorrect or you don't have all of the details. They just put it out there.
Um, yes, I think a lot of people do that because like nowadays a lot of people can go viral from anything. So I think that's like what they really want than anything. They like want to put they want to go viral off of it and like get their little fame from it without telling correct information.
Do you think sometimes there's some insensitivity um, that goes on where, for instance, like I've seen it firsthand for myself on social media, like it could be like a car accident or something like that, and somebody's recording it and posting it on social media, and then there's the people laying out on the
Hmm.
ground, and like there's no concern or care for the parents or like the family members. Um, when you see stuff like that, does that bother you? Does that make you feel a certain type of way?
Yes, it does bother me because I look at it as like, what if I was in this situation right now? Like, what if I knew these people? I wouldn't want it all over the internet before actually knowing the full details. Okay, for an example, if my older brother was to get into a car accident, I wouldn't want everybody on social media to be able to see it first. I want to like know about it first, hear about it first, get all the information on it first. I wouldn't want to find out on social media that oh my older brother was in a car accident. So that's how I see it. Many other people may see it differently, but I see it.
I agree. I wouldn't want to find out that way either. That's a terrible way of finding out when the rest of the world finds out too.
Yeah.
I feel like I already know this question or the answer to it. Have you ever talked to your friends about safety plans or shared locations with people you trust?
Yes, all the time. I we talk about it all the time, but I don't share my location with them all.
You don't share your location with your friends,
No.
but they
They
share their
they
locations with
share
you.
they share the locations with me. I don't share my location with them.
Why?
It's more of like I don't really know you that much. Like okay, let me take that back. I share my location with a minimum amount of my friends, like three of them maybe. But that's because I grew up with them. I like knew them well. But like I don't. None of my new friends. I don't share my location with them. I have theirs, but they don't have mine because um I don't go out as much. So like it's not like they need to know where I'm at. If they need to know, then they can text me. Like, yeah, it's not like that's not their responsibility to know where I'm at. Um, unless I'm out with them or something. So like,
So tell me, because again, this is a new generation. We
mhm,
didn't have those things. We might have told our friends where we were going, especially when we were doing something we wasn't supposed to be doing. But what's the theory behind why you all share y'all location, especially if y'all are together,
what do
or
you?
like say for instance y'all go to school together,
Hmm.
um, or y'all went to the movies together. Like, why do y'all share y'all locations? I don't know why children share their locations with their friends, so that's what I'm trying to find out.
Okay, so the I would say the school and the movies are like totally different. Like the movies, I feel like that's an okay time to share your location. Um, because like one person can just like branch off real quick. Oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna go get some napkins, something to drink. And something quick can happen. And, like, yeah, but like school, it's we always have security at school, so like that's not really a time where location needs to be shared because it's always security. So like nothing bad could really happen. Plus, we're in class most of the time. Um, yeah, and you can easily contact someone when you're at school.
So I know you share your locations with, let's say, your friends back
Hmm.
in Detroit. What's the theory behind that? For instance, you and Morgan can barely surprise each other because y'all share locations with each other. So, when somebody popping in town, you like, oh, let me turn my location off so they don't know I'm here. Like, what's the theory behind that?
It's just like we've just been so close. Like we basically grew up with each other. So like that's like a sister to me. So like we don't talk. No, we don't talk all the time. But like I still want to know like where she be at sometimes. So like instead of texting, oh hey, where you at? I can just be like, oh okay, she's there, making sure she's where she actually needs to be and stuff like that.
So is it more like a accountability partner, holding people accountable
I
to do the
mean,
right thing?
a little bit, but like that's that's how I look at it. Other teens look at it differently. I don't take part in it. So that's how I look at it. Like, oh, I might like I check people's location here and there, like just to like check in on them, see where they at. Like that's how I basically use.
Okay. So what do you wish parents would do more to help their kids feel safer?
Um, I feel like parents should communicate with their children more and like build a bond with them, like because we have a good bond. I'm okay with telling you like, or with asking you like, oh, can I go here? Can I go here? Can I go here? But a lot of teens don't really do that. They just go, like go whenever, wherever. So I feel like a lot of teens and parents need to build like a bond to be able to like express how they feel and like speak freely to their parents.
Okay. So for the next segment about words from a young heart, if you could speak to other teens who might be scared or feeling overwhelmed, what would you say?
I personally would say do not be afraid to express how you feel. Someone has a problem with it, they're gonna take it up. They're gonna have to take it up with themselves. Um, your First Amendment is to speak freely, have freedom of speech. You have the right to express your opinion at all times. So if they feel judged by it, then they're just gonna have to live with it. So don't be afraid to speak it.
So what do you do when fear creeps in? How do you calm yourself?
I normally put my headphones on, listen to music that I like, helps me soothe the body because it goes, goes down, soothes the body.
So
Yeah.
you listen to music to relax your mind.
Yes. It helps me block out everybody else, all the distraction, and lets me just sit in my own thoughts, basically talk to myself in my head.
So what's one thing you wish the world understood about being a teenager right now?
Um, Something that I wish the world understood about teenagers right now is that we all go through different things and different struggles. Like all teens don't go through the same thing. Some live better than the others. So I feel like everyone should be mindful of teens, and especially with school because school plays a big part with teens and their mind and their mental health overall. So I feel like more adults should be more understanding about that,
About your mental health?
about school.
No, I'm just saying the mental
I
health
mean,
part because you
yeah,
you talk about that a lot, how stressful it can be. I mean, I appreciate you being vocal about needing a mental health day. I mean, we couldn't call mental health days in my day and time. Oop. Yeah. Oh
and that must suck. Sorry.
no, you just got a mom who tunes in and says, "Okay," because I think mental health is important. I
It
do.
is. It is.
You need days to reset and start anew.
That's why I needed that day off yesterday. Like, You do not understand, like, it really, like, gave me a break. Because 'cause I'm always at school now. I'm always at school now. So, like, that really, like, gave me a break. And then on the weekends, I work now, so, like, that day was my free time to relax. Good thing.
To relax. Okay.
I mean, not exactly relax, but, like, to gather myself, my thoughts, and, like, relax.
Reset.
Reset, yes.
Okay. Well, I thank you for being so open and honest. It takes courage to share your fears out loud. And of course, I'm proud of you because as parents, it's our responsibility to create a space where our children feel safe to speak. Conversations like this remind us that our teens are paying attention to what's happening in the world and it affects them more than we know. So, as you guys know, I always like to add in an affirmation. So, I'm going to ask my daughter, do you have an affirmation that you would like to share?
I do. My affirmation for today is I am aware, I am strong, and I am not alone. And neither are you.
I may not have all the answers, but I will keep showing up, listening, and learning to love my child through their world and not just mine. So, to every teen listening, you're not alone in how you feel. And to every parent, let's keep showing up even when it's hard. Our kids need us. And more importantly, they need to know we're listening. And until next time, peace and one love.